Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could, look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month, teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching, as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
When building trust, here are 3 steps that you can take that will instantaneously and exponentially develop trust that will last long term. Dare I say, these trust building strategies will also erode negativity in the workplace. So, void of your relationship with your employees, certainly you have to start somewhere. Not everyone is going to trust your trust building activities. Now, with that being said, that sounds a little bit oxymoronic. Let me explain what I mean. A lot of times we have pre-existing relationships. And when we have those relationships with maybe people we've been tough on or what have you, we have to start somewhere. But these 3 techniques will absolutely, simplistically, build greater trust in the workplace. First, acknowledge people's strengths. Call them in to the office for the good stuff. We asked a client who was really struggling with their workplace, their culture, engagement. And every time I attended a meeting, people would tell me of the people they were coaching. And the most common words that were used were situation, issue, circumstance. It was all negative. It was all constructive. And I know we can't ignore those things. So what we had them do for 30 days is call people into the office for the good stuff. That's it. Productivity went up 11%. They did no tactical training during that time. So when we acknowledge people's strengths, we open the doors to where they have opportunities to improve. If our only relationship with our employees or the people we develop and coach and mentor and manage are the things they're doing wrong, psychologically, long term, it's going to wear on them. Number 2, provide some public accolades. So I've been coaching youth sports for on and off for 30 years in boys volleyball. And when I coach high school or club volleyball, I always make sure of one thing, that I provide public accolades about my players in front of parents, so they can hear that I have their kids' best interests at heart, because they're focused on one thing, right? Playing time. In a staff meeting, start off your meeting. Have 3 accommodations or accolades at the start, the middle, and the end of your staff meetings. By the way, I want to recognize Barry. Last week, a customer just raved about Barry. And get some positive adjectives in your description. Don't make it a bullet item or an agenda item. Make it an item of excitement. The third one, and this is the one that's going to erode negativity in the workplace. Call somebody into your office. Go up to an employee and say, Barry, I need to see you in my office right away. Oh, by the way, make sure the other employees hear you ask for that. And when you do that, call Barry into the office and say, I need to see you right away. And when Barry walks in the office, the first thing he's going to see is your boss. And say, Barry, sit down. I wanted to just tell you in front of Lisa, my boss, I am so proud of you and some of the things that you're doing. And I wanted you to know, and I wanted Lisa, my boss, to hear it. Now, whether you have this staged with your boss, and you want it to be authentic and real, but when you do that, 2 things happen. Actually, three things. One, you freak your employee out because they see your boss. They think they're in trouble. But when you start providing positive feedback, trust explodes. Number two, you're also extending the brand of your leadership to your boss. Now, you don't do it with that objective. You want to be authentic and real. You want to make sure the people you're accommodating are those people, and the people that you're recommending are those people that really truly deserve it. Third, here's the major thing you've accomplished. Guarantee you that employee goes back to the work area and the fellow employees start asking questions. What happened? And the minute that employee says, actually, Lisa, his boss was in the office. And the employees will go, oh my gosh, no, they were just praising me. I was kind of freaked out. Guess what just happened? You've extended your leadership brand through one person. Make no mistake about it. When you're talking to one employee, you're talking to all of them because they all talk. When you use these trust-building coaching strategies, you neutralize negativity. You focus on strengths. The number one thing that motivates people, according to the Progress Principle, a phenomenal book by Teresa Ambable at Harvard, is a sense of progress. 76% of the people in her study said, I'm at my most motivated state when I'm progressing and improving in my job. But yet, employees' relationship with getting called into the office is usually what? Uh-oh, what did I do wrong? If you counter that and do the opposite, you will start to develop a foundation of trust that accelerates workplace engagement and culture. Good luck.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.